First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS, who I learn from. Shalom to the hopeful elect, preaching this word in truth and sincerity. To you ribs and to your sisters out there learning silence and staying in order. Right? So, one of the brothers from Jersey Saints, Aina, had brought this out in one of his videos. Go check him out, Jersey Saints. He had brought this out. I thought it was a great video he made. And I went into the Daily Mail to reciprocate the information, right? So here, the military is acknowledging a UFO, aka aerial phenomena, as we know them, the chariots of the Lord, right? But we know that they know that this has been going on for a long time and that this is nothing new. Usually when Esau puts out information like this, it's because he's about to make a move, right? As they say, don't let a chaotic event go to waste, right? So let's read. It says, exclusive, quote, our planet is not unique. UFO expert admits alien mothership. It goes that mothership, man. But, because this is the queendom, man. This is the queen, the queendom of type, system. It's a fathership, as we would say, right? It says, experts admit alien mothership could be flying through our solar system, which we know that they know all along. It's been going on for a while. It's been documented. A lot of the early church paintings have chariots in them that's locked up in the Vatican. So before there was a camera, there was pictures of chariots. Right? It says mothership could be flying through our solar system with the ability to launch their own smaller probes to visit planets they pass, including Earth. Right? Says here, director of Pentagon's UFO unit and former Harvard astronomy department chair have co-authored papers saying alien mothership could be flying through our solar system. Quote, an artificial and interstellar object could potentially be a parent craft that releases many small probes during its close passage to Earth. The authors write. They wrote that current sky scanning telescopes such as the James Webb Space Telescope would miss such small objects. The head of the government's UFO office says alien mothership could be flying through our solar system and sending probes to Earth in a new science paper. The draft paper published last week, dailymail.com, has also sparked a row with the UFO chief predecessor over the physics of strange crafts seen in our skies. The 6-page article titled Physical Constraints on Unidentified Aerial Phenomena was co-written by Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick, the director of the Pentagon's UFO unit called the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, or the AARO, and former Harvard Astronomy Department Chair Professor Avid Loeb. Loeb is also the founder of the Galileo Project, which aims to use high-resolution telescopes and artificial intelligence algorithms to spot and photograph UFOs around Earth. Right, so this has been going on for a long time. A lot of the times NASA has the live telescope where you could check it out, and when a chariot flies by, they'll automatically cut it off. You could look this stuff up. Says he gained national attention for his theory that an interstellar comet that passed through our solar system in 2017, dubbed Aomo, Aoumuamua, 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 so like I don't know how to say that word, could in fact be an alien probe, and has written books on the possibility of extraterrestrial life. Right, I'm not gonna keep reading about this speculation about aliens and stuff like that because they have no understanding. But you see that they know, they've been known. Even their movies, right? Their movies portray as if they know by reading the scriptures. Salaka, give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Salaka. Just looking for something real quick. So, like I said, a lot of the Hollywood and books that are written of chariots, the people in the know, take inspiration from the scriptures, right? And then they make it their own, and they push this propaganda in which they're trying to push right now. I'll give you an example. This right here is the USS Enterprise, the Star Trek vehicle. I want you to take a look at its characteristics and see that they tried to mimic a chariot that's in the scriptures, right? This is Habakkuk, chapter 3. I'll start at verse 4. And his brightness was as the light. Right? So this is talking about a chariot. And his brightness was as the light. He had horns coming out of his hand, and there was the hiding of his power. Before him went the pestilence, and burning coals went forth at his feet. He stood and measured the earth. He beheld and drove asunder the nations, and the everlasting mountains were scattered, and perpetual hills did bow. His ways are everlasting, right? Because Yahweh Shai is coming with fire, man. He's coming with a chariot, and it's gonna set, burning coals, right? As the scriptures say, right? Read it from the top. And his brightness was as the light, and had horns coming out of his hand, and there was the hiding of his power. So out of his hand was the hiding of this power, which was fire that came out. It says before him went the pestilence, right? And burning coals went forth out of his feet. He stood and measured the earth, and he beheld and drove asunder the nations, and the everlasting mountains were scattered, and the perpetual hills did bow. His ways are everlasting. Verse 7, I saw the tent of Cushan in affliction, and the curtains of the land of Midian did tremble. Thy bow, thy bow was made quite naked according to the oath of the tribes. Even thy word, Salah, thou didst cleave the earth with rivers. The mountains saw thee, and they trembled. An overflowing of the water passed by. The deep uttereth his voice and lifted up his hands on high. The sun and moon stood still in their habitation. At the light of thine arrows they went, and at the shining thy glittering spear, right? These will be called lasers, right? That marched through the land. In indignation thou didst thresh the heathen in anger. Thou wentest forth for the salvation of thy people, even for salvation with thine anointed. Thou wouldest the head, thou woundest the head out of the house of the wicked by discovering the fountain unto the neck, Salah. Thou didst strive through with staves the head of his villages. They came out as a whirlwind to scatter me. Their rejoicing was as to devour the poor secretly. Verse 15. Thou didst walk the sea with thine horses through the heaps of great water. Then I heard, my belly trembled, my lips quivering at the voice. Rottenness entered into my bones, and I trembled in myself, that I might rest in the day of trouble. When he cometh up unto the people, he will invade them with his troops. Although the fig tree shall not blossom, neither shall fruit be in the vines, the labor of the olive shall fail, and the field shall yield no meat. The flock shall be cut off from the fold, and there shall be no herd in the stalls. Yet I will rejoice in the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? So he just described this chariot and how it's going to set asunder nations, man. He described it, and this is where they get their inspiration from. Right? I'm going to go to the book of Psalms. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 68, verse 17. The chariots of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai are 20,000, even thousands of angels. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place. Verse 18, thou hast ascended on high, thou hast led captivity captive, thou hast received gifts for men, yeah, for the rebellious, also that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai might dwell among them. So that's it, man. These chariots are here, man. And no weapons formed against it shall prosper. They're gonna try to make this coalition, the Space Force that Trump spoke about. They're going to tax the people on it to make money off of it, knowing that they can't even win the fight. Russia will obliterate Babylon, and the nations will gather together to fight the chariots with no success. And with that, I'm going to say Shalom.